Hi everyone, welcome to BumblebeeCrafts. Thanks for tuning in to another video from me. It's a nice Let's Craft video, doing some lovely little ephemera ideas that I've got here. Now I first saw this idea, I think it was Julie at Camellia Crafts Designs, and I'm sure I've seen Gail possibly do this style pocket as well, or belly band, yeah, so I just really wanted to give it a go, play with my scrapbooking, my 12 by 12 scrapbooking card, and just have a little play and bring you along. So this is what it is. I've stuck it down as a belly band, but there are possibilities for other uses. So as I said, it's been stuck down as a belly band on here, and what it does is it opens up, and we just take this out, that flips out, and you have a secret writing spot. So you can write on here, and then you've got all of that side as well to write on, and then we just tuck down these little tags almost we're creating, and then we just tie it up, and that makes a fun, cute little belly band with hidden writing. So as I said, you've got your belly band spot there, but I also thought you could tuck something in under there if you didn't want to see your writing to really hide it as a secret little spot. So the top that I've used to create these, I've got this Vase and Creative big punch, tag punch, but I did do one here that is just a normal tag shape, and I've just used my card that I've cut. I think I used that side, so you don't have to have any fancy punches or anything. It's just a case of some lovely scrapbooking card, some paper, and having a little play. So let's do a bit of a mass make. I'd like to do a bit of a batch of these. Okay, so that's my prototype. I'll leave that over there. I'll leave this one here. Move that bit of paper to the side. So I've got a few bits prepped here already, and I have got some measurements for you. So the width along here is 2.5 inches along here, and I've made mine 8 inches tall. I never like to glue right to the very edge. I've just left a little bit of a lip on there, so that's just me. You can make it the exact height of whatever page you're putting it in your journal. That's up to you. These little bits, so what we've got here is the tags almost that we're using. Now these ones, because they get cut in the punch and you waste a little bit on here, I've made, when I cut them, we make them 4 inches long, because it, as you said, the punch itself cuts it off, but these are 3.5 inches tall. So I thought we'd just start by getting some of our scrapbooking card. I've got some options here. Definitely want to do one of those. I'm definitely feeling the more autumnal colours with this one. So let's see. Yeah, we've got some mushrooms here. I wanted to do a couple of the mushroomy ones. So let's see how we go with these. So how's everybody doing? I hope you're all doing well. So what did we say we want this? We want a strip that's 2.5 inches. You could make them bigger. There's no reason why this bit can't be wider. That will obviously alter the amount of folds that you can get with your paper. But yeah, there's no reason why you can't do them wider. I just like to do a nice skinny one, so that if you put this on a page that's got patterning on the background, you can still see some of it. Okay, so we've got a strip of that. Yeah, I'm going to do 2 strips because I'm going to do 2 styles of each. I want to build up my pre-made stash of stuff. It's getting a bit low. I'll do a couple of those. Where are we now? This one is if I can get hold of it, was striped that way, but I'm tempted to turn it that way for this. I don't know why. Just turn it this way. It doesn't matter it being 12 by 12. Okay, so where are we? That's 2.5. And then we do another one that's 2.5. There we go. And then what one should we do? Should we do that lovely? I think this one's from my Edith Holden. Oops. Excuse me, they are falling down. I have got prepared here a Christmassy one because I'm trying to get into the habit again of doing a Christmas style one of every little one of these makes that I do. Build up my Christmas stash. Because that will be here before, or way too, yeah, that's just around the corner. Okay. So there we go, we've got our strips. Now we need one, these ones were 3.5, so let's cut that at 3.5. And you need 2 for each. That's 3.5, that's scrap. And then this one was a 4, so that it allowed for just that little bit extra to be cut off on the punch. It's actually quite a nice day today. Cool start to the morning, as is with autumn, which is what I really love. The nice cool mornings and evenings. Yeah, during the day when that sun gets out, that's still got a lot of warmth in her. Okay, and then we'll do these ones. These toadstool ones are lovely. They're going to be really nice. I mean, I've left the prototypes plain, but we'll have enough time to get to doing a little bit of decorating on the front. Doesn't need too much decorating, but maybe just a label, a little image of some kind. Okay, so we're there with the cutting. So I think, I do still need it to cut the paper, don't we? But let's get these prepared first. So there's some that I've already done. Let's bring my punch in. I need to turn it to the side. So these will go in here. You get different measurements. You've got 2.5, 2 inches and 1.5, which is why I think I made it probably when I first did the prototype at 2.5. But as I said, you don't have to have a tag punch. These other ones are going to be just cut by hand. I guess my 2.5 inches is slightly wider on those ones. There we go. So yeah, you get a little bit of waste cut off from there, so that's why I make them 4. And these ones, if I can get hold of them, I'll use my card for this. I think I'll go with that size. That's them. Pick the cards up. Nope. Where that end? there we go. So although the hole is punched in these, I do reinforce it because on these ones I've put eyelets, and I just think it looks nicer with eyelets. Obviously I didn't on my prototype, and as you can see it is starting to tear if you pull that a bit too tight. So I do recommend reinforcing the holes as you're tying the ribbon, because we're tying ribbon in them. And I've just used a circle punch. I have no idea how wide this is. 8. I'm no good in inches. Yeah, it's about a third of an inch, something like that. But they're just perfect for this. So what I next do is glue these all on. I do it this side because it's just easier for me to gauge the circle better, because you get a bit of an indentation when you're punching these. You could probably, if I give it more weight, then I'd get a better impression, but that's fine. Hold it up to the light and I can just about see the shadow through. So I'm going to weight that down. Let's see, a shadow slightly up. There we go. And weight that one down. These ones are fairly easy. Let's do 2 like this. Let's put these on here while we're doing this. So about there. So yeah, I'm having a slight break, just a little one, from the vintage books into journaling fodder, because I wanted to have a play with my scrapbooking pads and just create a few little ideas that I've seen over the last few weeks, videos that I've been watching. So I just thought that I'd have a little break from them, build up some of these fun little projects, build up my stash of these, and then we'll come back to the books, vintage books, and carry on with some lovely ideas. Okay, and weight that one down as well. Oops, has that moved? Yeah, thought it had. Better to lay it like that. Okay. So we need to decide on the colour paper while that's drying. I'm probably thinking I'll just go with the cream. That's what I've got the most of. I'm very, very short of coffee dye paper, which is why I'm not going to use coffee dye paper for this. This is just some cream copier paper. Now the paper size obviously needs to be the same as we're going to make these, which is 8. So let's make this 8 inches. It's just a little bit that we have to chop off, but it does make all the difference. Now I measured 10 for this, but when I folded it, we got a little bit of a gap, but I think I'm okay with that. With this one, I must have cut the paper off afterwards, after I'd folded it and realised there was maybe a bit hanging over or something. So I'm still going to do this at 10 inches. So it's that little bit that gets taken off. So my piece of paper that is folded is 8 inches tall by 10 inches wide, and then that just folds up nicely. You get a couple of little folds. Okay, so that's going to go for that one. We need to do exactly the same again for the other one. So 10. And then we need to make it 8. Okay, so that's our 2. Just going to have a quick glug of my green tea. It's nice. Okay, I would imagine that these ones should be dry by now. This was a bit of glue on there. That'll be fine. Okay. Yeah, need to let them dry just a little bit longer before we punch the holes in. But what we can do now is do the score. I just fold them over just a lip enough that that is what you glue down to your paper. So if I pull this out, that's what holds the paper in. So all I'm doing is using this one, so getting my big one, scoreboard out, and I'm doing it about 1/2 centimetre or 1/4 of an inch, something like that. I'm basically just using one of these squares as my guide, just to mark it, and then that can be folded over like so. You just need a little bit on the side, that's all. Okay, so they're going to go like that. And those are going to go like so. Okay. Let's give it a bit of an ink while I'm still waiting for it to finish drying, because I do like it inked. And I'm just going to do the inside of this tag as well, because that potentially could be writing space as well, or you could add also a little pocket or anything really to it, I suppose. But, for me it just tones down the white. There we go. Okay, so let's punch our holes in these, and I'm using my crocodile and the big hole. I'm just going to eyeball it. Come on. Ugh, stuck in there. Must be slightly still wet on there. That won't be why. There we go. Now let's decide on our violets. There's this, and I'm thinking these are going to look lovely. These kind of like rosy coloured ones are perfect. There we go. So, put these in here. Good squeeze. Cool. I've already done a couple of these today, and my wrist is already starting to twinge. There we go. Last one. I don't think I will do these. Put this element en masse. It's going to hurt my wrist. Pop that out the way over there. Okay. So let's bring in our piece of paper, because that's the next bit, is to glue them together. So I want some glue on this little lip that we created. And I'm just going to, excuse my head, line this up, making sure I've got a good, I don't want to go too far close to the fold line. I want a bit of a gap from the crease line, because obviously you can have several layers going over there. So that's that bit done. Let's put a bit of a weight down on that. And we'll tuck this one under and do the same. Okay. That's good. There we go. Put a bit of pressure on that with my weights. There. So it's a case of obviously batch making them. Let's have a little look and see while we're waiting. We can cut some more, because I think I would like to do all of these ones. Let's do one of these mushroomy ones. Where are we? We wanted it at 2.5, didn't we? And we're doing 2 strips. And we cut these at 4. And these are 3.5. Okay. Put them behind, as we've got other ones that we can be doing. What one next? This will be a funky one to do. This would definitely need more decoration on it as well, so this would be a good candidate to add some other little bits of ephemera or tickets or something. That, I don't know why, but that moved. Let's try that. Yeah, I'll cut from this end. We do 3.5. There we go. that's a will do now. I think these should be dry enough now. And then what I like to do is just use this, fold it in, get it nice and straight on there, and we are straight. Give it a bit of a burnish down, and then do the same this side. Like so. And then the final side is coming in, again lining them all up. Oops, that did not line up well. That's better, that'd be why it moved. Burnish them down. And there we have our secret little writing spot. So all we need to do now is just put a little tie around that and do some decorating. So if we leave that there, let's glue these ones. I'll do a quick check of my time because I'll need to grab some ribbons and stuff because I do want to finish some of them and do the decorating. Okay, so I need to come down ever so slightly, leaving just a bit of a gap, like so. So let's wipe that one down. Do the same with this end. Oh, I did a very traditional autumnal thing this weekend and went apple picking. I haven't been apple picking locally here for about 4-5 years now because of how my health has been, and I said to my husband, I said I really just want to go this year. Yeah, so he was like, well, if we can park close enough we won't need your chair, and if you're feeling strong enough you could walk, and if we just stick to the first couple of you know, trees so that we don't go in too far up and down the long lanes of them and everything, it might not be so bad. So that's what we did, and bless him, he was having to carry the big bags, but I got some lovely eating apples and some cooking apples locally here at Sandringham. So yeah, it's funny because he said to me, he said, so you've had apples from the Queen in the past, obviously sadly she's no longer with us, so now I'm having apples from the King, because they're the King's apples, being on Sandringham Estate. So yeah, I am really looking forward to it. I've got lots of apple recipes I want to try, and want to preserve some of them and stock up the freezer full of sliced apples ready for crumbles and things like that. They're only do picking for I think about 3 or 4 weeks, so see how I go this week getting the rest of the apples dealt with. Obviously the eaters, will need to store some of those so that they can be just eaten fresh, and then next week I might go again if hubby's around, and then I can get some more, probably more cookers, because they're easy to make into chutneys and apple puree and things like that. So yeah, really excited. I haven't done this autumn activity for, as I said, for years, and I love it. Absolutely love it. So there we go, excuse me, I was just finishing my tea before it went cold. Okay, I think we're probably good enough to do the folding of this. I thought to myself, so coming home and feeling all chuffed with myself that I've gone and got some apples, and I just rested for the rest of the afternoon because I did find it quite tiring. I thought, I wonder if we have such a thing as a pumpkin patch. I think I mentioned last year when I was doing some autumn stuff, you know, it's very much an American thing, and there's been a few over the last few years popped up here in the UK, but predominantly they are further down south from where I live, and not really here in Norfolk. Well, lo and behold, when I done a Google search, good old Google, there is, and it's at Heacham, which is literally just 1, 2, 3, 4 villages on from the main town that I live in. In fact, I actually grew up in Heacham. That's where I was born and lived until my teenage years. So I am super excited. They're not going to be available until mid-October time, but they have a big field of pumpkins, and apparently you just grab a wheelbarrow and you just go around, pick what pumpkins you want, pay, and then come home with a whole load of pumpkins. So I'm super excited to do that one. I've bookmarked it in, and hopefully I will be well enough to do. Hopefully I haven't got to walk too far as well. That's the key, is not pushing myself to walk too far. Okay, anyway, enough excitement about my harvesting and gathering of local produce. Let's put some ties on these, because these are ready to be glued down. We might put a little decoration on these. So what kind of coloured tie? I'm thinking just some string. I'm thinking would look nice. I've got this one that I do quite like using, this natural Hessian natural fibres. Okay, I don't know if we want all that much. Probably about there. Just tie this up. Now let me just weight this down, otherwise it's all right when it's glued, you know how far to do it, but I don't want to. Look how cute that looks. Let's do the same with this one, and let's do one of these. I've got it to hand. Oops. There. How lovely do they look, ready to be stuck down into our journals. So let's just see if we've got some labels here, my lovely Tracy Fox labels, and we'll just see if we want to add anything else to it. I quite like that one up there. We have like a little number or something. Down on there, that might be quite nice. There, that was nice and simple, wasn't it? Normally I would spend ages. So let's give these a little bit of an ink. I didn't check my time, did I? Oh, we're only at half an hour. That's not too bad. We might get another one made. Okay, glue. Where did I put it? Over here. So yeah, I've got apple recipes going around inside my brain today as to what I can do with them, because I'm filming this ahead, so we've literally, this is the beginning of the week for me, but obviously you'll see this on Wednesday. Right, so I'm just going to weight that down. here. My nan, bless her, my lovely nanny Betty, used to do this really big apple cake she used to make, and it was quite a thick, quite a dense cake, with lots of big chunky bits of apple, and the top was all kind of quite rustic and folded in, and it always used to have apple bits on the top, and lots of she used to put demerara sugar on it, so it had a lovely nice crunch to the top of it. I mean, it was a beautiful cake, and yeah, it was just lovely. But I want to try and find a recipe that is similar to it. I think I found one, and it's on BBC Good Food. It's a German, what they call a German apple cake. So with my granddad, he was posted out in Aden in Germany during the war, and I'm wondering if that's where she picked up the recipe, being out in Germany, because she was at home with the kids and done all the baking and everything like that. So yeah, I'm going to give it a go. I've got to change it because obviously it's a gluten recipe, and I'm gluten intolerant. I can't have any gluten or dairy. Well, it's the lactose that I can't have. So I do have to adapt the recipe, but I'm hoping that it looks, the image of it on the top and the image of cut into it, it looks just like her cake. And I do want to try and recreate some of her lovely dishes, nostalgic memories. So, okay, that's probably had enough weight. Don't they look so lovely? Where did my piece of paper go? Did I put it back? Oh no, it's to the side here. So when that's glued down, you've got your option to have it completely glued down if you wanted to, or you could have it as a belly band. Oh, I just think they're so lovely, so lovely. Okay, so let's do another couple. Let's do these stripy ones, because then we hopefully have enough time to decorate them up. So we've got 2 and 2. We need another couple of things. This is just craft card. There we go. So let's glue these down. And the other thing, I used to years ago make an apple chutney, and it was like a 1940s war recipe apple chutney, and it uses obviously malt vinegar. Was the predominant vinegar they had back then, and unfortunately I can't have malt vinegar because of the gluten that's in it, so I haven't been able to recreate that kind of apple chutney. But I'm wondering if I can use apple cider vinegar as my source of vinegar, because that's my preferred vinegar. I love apple cider vinegar. But wondering if I can put molasses in it, or black treacle or something like that, in order to make it that maltiness. I don't know. I'm going to have to do a bit more research, but yeah, that's another one that I want to make. It's been a long time since I've done things like that, made chutneys and all sorts, and I'm missing it. It was something that I did dearly miss when my health was, well, it's still not bad, it's still bad, but when I was in bed and just couldn't do anything. I'm a bit more out of bed nowadays. Okay. Oh, clumsy. So we can take the weight off of this one. That one, another one that's lovely. Because we've got this one, let's just tie this up. Just weight that down. There we go. So what colour one of these do we want? I think this colour would go again. Let's grab them. I seem to have the most of these left. So there are little eyelets ready. While they're drying, I'm just going to grab these and punch them out. There we go. And we might as well do these as well. That's them. There we go. Okay, there's another bit of glue there, look. Scoring it. Let's give it a bit of a score so we can get this folded. There we go. Bit of an ink. That one. Gone quiet again while I'm doing this, haven't I? It's because my brain's chuntering on about, ooh, lots of nice apples. Okay, so what colour? I'm just wondering if one of these would look nice. Oh, that looks nice with that, doesn't it? So I've only got, looks like I've only got one sheet of this out. This is just a cheap pack of coloured copier paper. So where are we? We want it 10 all the way along. And then just 8 tall. Okay, so that one's going to go with that one. I wonder, I've got slightly darker orange What do we think of that? No, I actually don't like the dark orange. What about yellow? Nope. I think I'll just go with cream then. With this one will be fine. So 10. And 8. So that's our paper. Leave them to the side. We need to punch our... Well, we can actually, I'm going to leave punching the holes in until afterwards, because they still feel quite damp, these ones. Okay, so we're probably getting into a bit of a quicker routine doing these. That would be why. Let's put some glue on here. Lay that down. Making sure I've got a bit of a lip. Yep, that looks good. Like that one. The same with this. There we go. Okay. So while we're waiting, I think I'll punch these ones and then we'll do that one afterwards. So I want 2 of these. Now these will definitely want some decorating on them. Okay, lovely. So they're ready for that one. This should be dry enough for me to fold. Excuse my head, knocking the camera. I've got my hair up, so it's probably the clip on top of my head that's catching it there. And then I'll fold you in like so. And there is another one. Oh, that looks really nice with that colour paper in there. I've had this coloured paper for ages and ages, and I often just use it in journals and stuff, but it's nice to be able to have a make with it. Still wet. Okay, where's the big hole? That's the big hole. Yeah, I can see glue. Excuse me while I just want to get that glue out of my hole. There, let's got rid of that. Okay, let's carry on. Let's pop our little eyelets in. Yep, it's nice and smooth. bit of string. I think I'm just going to do this string. I think it'll look really quite nice with it. Weight it down, make it a bit easier for me. There we go. That's another one done. Should we have a look? Yeah, we're at 50 minutes. Let's have a look if we can just pop some little decoration on here. Let's go for these other labels. These are the field notes labels. I might put that on as a cute little pocket actually. It's a nice big little, we got this one that's a big label. Yeah, let's do that, and let's just see if we've got anything else that we could just add to that. Maybe we could just add that on there. Yeah, let's put that on as a little pocket. It's something a bit different, isn't it? And then I think we'll have that, and then I want something on there, but I'm thinking of either a leaf or a butterfly or something like that. I don't think I've got any that I can just grab. Right, glue, here it is, and let's put this on as a little pocket. That'll be something different. Oops, moved it slightly. There we go. Put this on, and then I'll put my weights on top of that. Okay, there we go. I want you up in that top corner, like so. Weigh you down, and I will just see if I've got, just looking to the side of me, I might quickly be able to grab a butterfly. Let's just put them on there. Yeah, we've got some butterflies here, look. I've got some greeny ones as well, which I think are just going to look lovely. Oh, perfect. There we go. Let's just give it a bit of an ink. And I'm just going to glue it all down on here this time. Take that off so I can see positioning. Give that a quick weight, and there we go. Haven't quite got them all done, but you know me, I'm quite a slow crafter. So we've got those ones done, and then obviously there was my prototype that I done that I've actually glued onto the page so you can see what it looks like. But these are so fun, so much fun. And I mean, to be honest, you don't even have to put them down as belly bands. I mean, I would use them as belly bands because they're a bit floppy, but there's no reason why you couldn't just, for a bit of extra writing space, just tuck it into a pocket. They look so lovely. So lovely to do. So thank you very much to Julie at Camellia Crafts Designs who inspired this make. And I hope it encourages you guys, my lovely subscribers, to have a go at this. Just grab your scrapbooking stash and have a little play with these, or even if you've got tags left over from digitals and stuff, it's a good idea to how to use them and everything. And I love that one, absolutely love that one. And give these fun little belly bands with hidden writing space a go. So thank you very much for watching. Happy crafting, take care, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye everyone.